Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be making some bread. It's a quick and easy recipe, and all you need is flour, sugar, salt, yeast, water, some mixing spoons, a non-metal bowl with a loose fitting lid, a baking tray, and some parchment paper. So we're going to start with a tablespoon of sugar, and I'm using brown sugar, and a half teaspoon of salt, and finally a 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. We're going to add 2 cups of warm water so that we can speed up the process of letting the dough rise. If you use cooler water, it could take 3 to 4 hours, and we're using warm water, so it will only take about 2 hours. So we're going to go ahead and mix those ingredients together before we add the flour, and we're going to add 4 cups of flour. And this recipe is really easy to double or even triple. And so with 4 cups of flour, we can make about 8 rolls of bread. And so there we are, just getting the last cup of flour in. And we're using white flour. So we're going to use a wooden spoon to mix this, and it's going to keep the process easy and not too messy. So my little 4-year-old can get it going pretty well, and then I come in at the end and help with the more difficult parts. So we're going to let that rise for about 2 hours, and it has now risen for 2 hours, and it's doubled in size. So I'm using a little bit of oil on the pan, or you can use parchment paper, and I'm just going to form 6 little rolls on the pan. I'm going to top these ones with some olive oil, and this is optional. You can just leave them without anything. And I'm also going to cut slits in the top, and this is just decorative. The olive oil will help it give a nice brown color, and it does taste really good. So we're going to pop it in the oven and let it cook for 12 minutes at 430 degrees. And I do have a convection oven, so I don't need to rotate the trays once it's in. And we're going to be having this with some olive oil and a little bit of rosemary. So 12 minutes later, they pop out just beautiful and brown, and they smell so delicious. So there it is, all done. And they're still piping hot, but my kids have totally just dug into them and are splitting those rolls open. There really isn't anything like fresh baked bread, and you can make this at home. It's really not that hard. So we're having it today with some olive oil, but you can easily add sugar and cinnamon to this recipe and make cinnamon rolls. Okay guys, thanks for watching.